Okay, wow, here we go again, tracking more storms.
Well, a little heat, not as hot today
No, it wasn't.
as yesterday. Our temperatures have come down. We've dried out a little bit. It's still not great, but we will be changing things with a cool front. Look at that shot there in your upper left. That's a pretty strong storm now up in northwestern Oklahoma coming out of Kansas. Our trackers are out today. Our army of trackers, they are in place across northern and northwestern Oklahoma, talking about Jeremy and Brandon, Tom and Val. They're all out there today, and they're going to be working hard this evening and into tonight, at least for a while. But you can see some of the dark skies now. That storm right there is about ready to move into Kay County, Grant County, and Alfalfa County. Coming out of Kansas, winds are going to be 60 to 70. This storm is still in the far northwest. We have some blowing dust going on in Brandon's shot. So these are pretty big storms. Lots of heat, lots of humidity, fuel for these storms to really, really eat on through your evening hours. Okay, Lynx 1 looks like this until midnight tonight. Severe thunderstorm watch all the way down to include Oklahoma City. Just means conditions are favorable, and we're going to have severe weather, at least scattered, in this box, including large hail, damaging winds, and some flooding. But we now have the new severe storms coming into, again, Kay County. Now, first of all, overnight also a flood watch in effect for some localized flooding. Not everybody's going to have flooding, but we could see pockets of 1 to 2 to locally 3 inches of rain. This whole big glob of storms coming out of Nebraska this morning into Kansas this afternoon. And here we go, coming into northern Oklahoma right now, out of Kansas. At the same time, additional new storms developing here, and these will get their act together. And the plan is these will intensify and make their way down to the southeast. But short term are the storms now coming out of Kansas, moving southeast at about 40 miles per hour. Renfro, Bremen, Blackwell, Ponca City, prepare for damaging winds out of the northwest. It's going to be a wind blowing from the northwest at 60 to 70 miles per hour. You might see a gust close to 80 as this line comes into eastern Alfalfa County, Grant County, and Kay County. Then there, Garfield, Noble, and Osage County, okay? In the northwest, these storms are increasing. The plan is for these to get their act together and then start to push down to the southeast as well. Hail sizes across Kansas with these storms, nickel, dime, quarter, and even a few little pockets of some golf balls in there. So that northern or eastern, we'll call it the northern eastern storm system, or the line of severe storms. How about Caldwell, Kansas at 5:36, Renfro, Oklahoma, 5:50, Medford, 6 o'clock, Newkirk, 6:15, Ponca City, 6:40, and we'll say Marlin at about 7:03, Red Rock at about 7:16. These storms are going to develop, but that's going to be a little bit later. Here in Oklahoma City right now, we're looking good. Downtown looks great. It's quiet, 92 degrees. If you have any Friday evening plans in Oklahoma City through at least 10 o'clock, go ahead, knock yourself out, no problems at all. It feels like a toasty 99 right now. We have 90s going on, mid-90s across the north with that humidity. It feels like 100 to about 105 to nearly 110. All right, so let's bring it in here. Here's what's happening right now. This is future next-gen live. Thunderstorms severe coming out of Kansas into Alfalfa, Grant, and Kay counties. And then additional new storms develop here and slide down to the east-southeast. But watch what this model does. This model, for now, says that these go away as your evening moves along. Not buying it, not yet. Model's a little nutty here, gets a little flaky from time to time. You know what I'm talking about, Mark, right? You know what I'm talking about? So we got to keep an eye on this because I still think there's a pretty decent chance these hold together and develop and slide down to the south and east. And then additional scattered showers will come in here as we get into the overnight hours. A little more rain showing up. Rainfall amounts are going to range from nothing to 1 to 2 to locally 3 inches of rain. The more widespread rains this evening and tonight will be in northern and northeastern Oklahoma. All right, so still going to carry, at least for now, 70% chance for rain and storms after 10 o'clock in Oklahoma City. Obviously, a 100% chance here shortly in Ponca City, back to Medford, into northeastern Oklahoma this evening. We'll have to keep an eye on the northwest overnight tonight. More scattered showers and thunderstorms around. Not much severe weather overnight, though, okay? So we'll carry a low to a moderate threat of severe weather. I-40 north just means more numerous severe storms in here. Not everybody's going to have severe storms. Damaging winds will bring the blue down to Oklahoma City, 65 to 70 to maybe a gust of 75 down to Oklahoma City. A few gusts up north could be near 80. Quarter to golf ball size hail up near the border. Elsewhere, nickel and dime to quarter, and that includes Oklahoma City. Lows tonight near 70. And 60s in the north. Tomorrow morning, a little rain in central and western Oklahoma. Highs tomorrow near 90. Could see a little rain in here Sunday morning. Most of the weekend looks okay. Next week, the heat cranks up. It returns mid to upper 90s. Could see another weak cool front for the end of next week.